Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give salutations to everybody out there, man. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, right? And of course, giving double honors to the elders and apostles of it at GMS, man, who teach the true doctrine according to the Bible. Giving salutations to the Akim, Akwafim out there, laboring for this truth, man. And doing the due diligence in these last days, man. It's a lot of prophecy unfolding in these last days, man. You'll be a fool to neglect the Lord in these last days with all this prophecy unfolding, man. Let me see how I turn this phone up, cause it's you see how the dollar is crashing every day. People wondering if the dollar is gonna go down any day, and now they pushing the digital currency and everything, man. It's coming more and more every day, man. You see a lot of places say that they only car only, or they don't like to deal with cash, man. It's a thing of the past almost, man. A lot of people haven't been using that. So I'm gonna go to Ezekiel 7, verse 19, right? It says, "They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity," man. So the Lord, he is ultimately doing all this, man, because he's getting angry and angry up there, man. Right? The Lord is about to wreak havoc on this place, man. The time is winding down, man. I seen on Twitter today that in China, man, I mean in America, there is about 11 different Chinese police stations, man, on American soil, and that's not they illegally operating as police officers. And the one that got caught was in New York City in Chinatown, man. Right? America's already infiltrated.
It says, "Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help." And like the brother was just going into, the American dollar is crashing. Right. So woe to those that's going to depend on that chip, that's depending on the currency, man. I believe that's going to save them somehow out of this country, man. Because a lot of guys do believe that if they get rich, then they won't have to suffer the consequences of the destruction of America. That they'll be able to escape and go out in the, and rest in the nest of the stars, or go down, underground somewhere. But there's nowhere you can run. The Most High is going to destroy, all those that put their faith in America, man. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many." Right, and you see those guys. They go out there to the goddamn Navy SEAL. They become a Marine, or some kind of veteran, and they believe that they can fight with America to keep America out of trouble, man. Right? It says because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Because we have to admit that out of all of these countries, America is strong, man.
Right.
America is a part of a very thick system, right? They are strong, but they can't get down with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right?
You had some more on that?
Yes.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5, right? It says, "Thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm," man. So like these men, they're gonna when the dollar crash, they're gonna trust in the man with the mark and all the other things that they got going on, man. It's coming, man, and they're gonna trust in man. And the Lord said, "Cursed be the man that trusts in man, and make flesh his arm," man. So you gotta understand these men that put their faith in the dollar and in the American government system, man, they are foolish, man. They are destined to see the destruction, man. And it says, and whose heart departed from Yahweh, man. So you got to understand, man, when men trust in the government and the U.S. and everything more than they trust in the Lord, man, they are fools, man. And for you not to have any type of knowledge of the Yahweh Hashem Shai, seeing the dollar crashing, seeing the different prophecies coming to pass, like all the wars happening, man, right? Like, look at this, man. The Laurie Marco or whatever, I don't know his name is, the Finnish basketball player from the Utah Jazz. He got to go serve in Finland because it's mandatory for him, man. He have to serve a mandatory army sentence or whatever. He got to go serve the army for his country, man. Because he played basketball. He's a millionaire over here, man. And he got to go serve his country because of all the wars going on, man. Right? And a lot of jobs in the U.S. are taking Ukraine refugees, man. Right? That's the stupidest thing America could do, is allow other countries to come in and infiltrate they land, man. Because a lot of these countries is going to turn on them, man. Right? And then they're not going to know what to do because they got all of them in every part of their country, man. Right?
And a lot of these guys, they don't know what they sign themselves up for. They believe that they can, like I said before, run on the back of America and trust in the chariots over here, man. Right? And they have, like he said, they have no prior knowledge of being an Israelite, don't know the name of the Lord or any of that, man. And that's not, you leading yourself right to destruction.
Right.
Because those that should be saved, those that know my name should be saved, right? So no man's perfect, but if you don't even know the name of the Lord and you just don't believe in the Most High and you believe in His sister, then you already on the road to destruction, man, right? This is Psalms chapter 20, verse 7. It says, some trust in chariots and some trust in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord, Yahweh, man. That's what's important. Getting up, thanking the Lord for putting you on that list to wake up and giving you another chance at grace, at mercy, man, right? Being able to serve the Lord, being able to, share this information to another, right? That's what's gonna save you from the harder times that's gonna arrive, man. Not no goddamn joining the military, man. Right?
I wanted to get this Revelation 18:4, but before I get that, man, I wanted to just make the point that this ain't talking about us coming out of America and coming out of her ways. This is actually the Most High with his voice saying, come up to the chariots. But the way I'm going to use this is talking about coming out the ways of America, you feel me? So this Revelation 18:4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, man. Because in this time, man, it's a lot of plagues and stuff that's about to hit America, man. When that dollar crash, man, you're going to see great insurrection, man, and people coming in the men of the Lord's houses, man, like, yo, man, how y'all got food still? We need to eat, man. We need this, we need that. You're going to see a lot of craziness and madness in these last days, man. And you got to understand, we have to come out of the ways of America so that we are protected by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man, right?
Yeah, I got another, say this is, I'm gonna go here,
I got something real quick.
in the law real quick.
This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh shall fight for thee. So we gotta understand, man, when we go out of the world and people looking at us funny, man, and people like, oh man, y'all niggas weird and y'all niggas is bozos, so on and so forth, man. You gotta understand, man, that's all because the Lord is glorifying us in the end, man. We gotta be abased among men, because the Lord is going to uplift us in the last days, man. Right? Like it says, a man shall be more precious than fine gold in those days, man. So you got to understand, man, the Lord is have us at this estate right now where people, well, and a lot of people trying to get deep with it, but you have so much confusion with the truth, man. The truth has so much confusion with it, man. Right? When you got everybody else teaching you something different that's not in the scriptures, man, trying to justify their wrongs, man, and so on and so forth, that's when the scriptures is corrupted, man. You have to open-mindedly read the scriptures, man. Right?
So many doctrines out there, man. And men that's playing by, making they, like you said, pretty much making their own rules up as they go, man.
Right. And the point I was actually making, though, was the Lord have us at a lower state and make us seem this way, because in the end, man, he's going to fight for us. He's going to make it where we getting everything we deserve, man. Like a man that got to argue with his wife all the time because another woman want him and he ain't even talking to him. That shouldn't have to happen, man. Mm-hmm. Right? That, and then when the time comes, the woman just going to be like, I don't care. Just keep me protected. Right? They ain't going to be thinking about, oh, there's 5 other girls. Why he need 5 other women? He can't be happy with me. These women ain't even happy with themselves. That's why they getting ass shots, man. That's why they getting titty jobs, man. That's why they getting BBLs, man. Right? So why slowly, should we be happy with it, man?
Slowly but surely, the Lord's humbling them.
Right.
Because the polygamy is like on the rise.
Right.
They're already starting to accept polygamy on a low level. Right? So what more for the Lord?
And I'm gonna just get this real quick.
All hell breaks loose. They're gonna bow down, man.
Right. This is Isaiah 4 verse 1. I gotta get it. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and we will wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by their name to take away our reproach, man. So they want to be called by our name, or they want to be under our protection, man. So they could they don't be ashamed out here, man. A lot of these women, man, got double digits, triple digit bodies. Some of them got quadruple digit bodies out here, man. Mm-hmm. Right? It's about to start raining, man. How about some y'all shy, man? This thing stopped, but it ain't gonna stop us. We only been out here for 12 minutes, man.
Keep rocking.
With the Lord, it's sunny out, so I don't think it's gonna rain too hard. We ain't gonna let that slow us down, man. But yeah, man. The woman, they're gonna take hold to one man. 7 women, man. That ain't even meaning 7, man. That mean a perfect amount of women, man. Because the Lord say He's not gonna give you more than you could bear. So if you can't bear because you know how these women are, man. They crazy, man. They like to run their mouth a lot, man. And a man who knows how to put a woman in her position, the Lord gonna let that man deal with her, right? But the woman who humble, man, and a man that's humble that don't like to be assertive like that, man, the Lord's gonna give him a woman that he could deal with, man.
Those other guys that's they don't have no business with the Lord,
right?
They're gonna fade away, man.
Right.
They're not gonna last long. And those women, they're not gonna have no choice but to run to the man of the Lord,
right?
Because, like the scriptures say, that he should be like a hiding place from the wind. Right here, Isaiah 32:2, it says, and a man should be as a hiding place from the wind and a cover from the tempest, as the rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land, man. So the man's going to be everything to the woman. Her covenant, her protection, her gateway out of this place, everything that the woman going to need to escape is going to be in the man.
Right, what'd you have? Isaiah 32. This is Isaiah 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir, man. So the Lord said He gonna make us as more precious than gold, man. And I don't know, man. I see it all the time how women look at men of the Lord, man. Right, and they're just like glance at you, and then you'll catch them and then they turn their head real quick, man. And then you'll catch them often like just staring at you, man. A lot of these women, man, they view you like you different, man. Right? And when I don't want to get into my personal business too much, so I won't do it. But I was dealing with a shorty, man, and I introduced her to some of the word and had some discourse with her, right? And I didn't want to deal with her, man, right? But she's constantly hit me up trying to get to me, man. And it's all because I'm a man of the Lord, man, right? So when you serve the Lord, man, viewed differently, man. Right? Hold on, I got something else too if you ain't got nothing. Salakia.
Yeah, it's all in the spirit of the Lord, man.
And this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 1. Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed, man. So when you have the knowledge, man, the people look at you differently, man, and they look at you like, oh man, and it's like when they see your face, man, it's like they see a glare sometimes, man. They get distracted, man. You feel what I'm saying? And when you in the spirit, man, and when you walk in after the spirit, man, it will cause different either demons or different righteous spirits to come and be attracted to you, man. Right? So you gotta understand, man. You gotta be able to handle the things that come with the wisdom, man, and the knowledge, man. Go ahead.
That's a good point. Matthew 5:16, it says, "Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works, glorify the Father which is in heaven." So like he said, if you're doing the work of the Most High, you the lamp, you the light, you're shining. Everybody's like, it's plain to see that, you know, they're gonna view you as a good man, or, you know, a very upright man, you know. And that's your shine, you know, your good works is what cause your light to shine, man, right? Your oil to burn. And those women, they see that, you know, but the time that we're living in, that's not very popular. They want the, you know, they want the bad guy now, but those guys are gonna die off. The Most High is gonna destroy them. And then the Most High is gonna, you know, remodel their mind, man. And they're gonna be everything for that upright man. And he's gonna have plenty. He's not, see, right now they only get to deal with one. These wicked men, they only deal with one wife, man. You know, majority. So when all hell break loose and there's no more laws and America's going down the shitter, and the Most High is uplifting his men, they're gonna have plenty, man. Because those guys not gonna be around no more, you know?
And I was just gonna get into what it's gonna be like in those times when everything start hitting the shitter, man, to give you a aspect of what we're gonna have to deal with, man. So this is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse I will go to 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another people, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men. And when they say swords in their hands, you know what it's talking about, man. It's gonna be a lot of war and bloodshed in this place, man. Right? And it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and their course of their actions shall stand in their power.
All right, because, yeah, ignorance is an excuse, man. Ignorance isn't going to be an excuse to the Lord. It isn't an excuse in a courtroom, right? So all of the, you know, you not having knowledge, getting caught up in the world, right? You walking in darkness, man.
Right.
And when you walk in darkness, you don't know what you're going to run into. You may flee from a lion and run into a bear, man.
Right.
Right. This is Isaiah 60:2. It says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth," right? And that's that lack of knowledge, man. That darkness over the earth, right? It says, "But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." And that's that light that we talking about again. Those men, that light is going to rise upon them, and it's going to be seen all over the world. The only hope that these people got left is the Israelites.
Right.
Everybody else have been aborted, man. Nobody else is left. The only people that you see left going hard, pushing real knowledge and giving these people understanding is the Hebrew Israelites, man. Right?
I'm gonna continue in that 2nd Esdras 6:15. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, right? So America the proud, man, right, is gonna be troubled because what they spew out, man, right? You ain't gonna want to go outside, man. You're gonna want to stay in your house, man. You're gonna hear sirens all day, every day, right? Eventually, the siren's gonna stop, man, right? Eventually, you're gonna the screaming's gonna stop, man, right? And then they're gonna start going into homes, man, right? This is what the scripture is talking about, man, right? And it says, for there shall be sedition among men,
Jacob's trouble, man.
right, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. So they're gonna be running into police stations, how they did the Capitol building, man. Or I think it was the Capitol building. Exactly how they did that, man. This is how they're gonna be running into these small homes we're looking at on this block, man. This is how they're gonna be running into these businesses, man, looking for food and looking for all different types of shelter and stuff, man. Looking for salvageable things, man. This is what these people gonna be how these people gonna be operating, man. And it says, and man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, man. So your next door neighbor ain't gonna have no pity, but that's really talking about your brother's not gonna have no pity on their brothers, but the Edomites not gonna have pity on the Edomites. The Ishmaelites not gonna have pity on the Ishmaelites. You shouldn't be surprised if you see Arab running into an Arab store and stealing their stuff out of there, man. Right? Because that's gonna be the times that we're gonna see, man. Right? Because even like it says in Isaiah 19, right? And Salakia, verse 2, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, man. The time is coming, man, where it's about to be all hell breaking loose, man, on every side, man. There ain't everybody gonna be fighting each other, man, and all this other stuff, man. And we gotta be ready to stand together. We're gonna be the only people standing together. Like all this camp bashing and rocking with this camp and that camp, that's not the way to go, man. Cause then that's a way to show that gonna be willing to betray your brother in the long run, man. I don't care if I don't like the teachings of the camps, but I don't care if you're in IUIC. I don't care if you're in this camp, that camp, whatever, man. Right? In the times when this all hit the fan, man, if I go to a brother that's in IUIC and he turned me down, man, because I'm not in his camp, that's gonna be the worst decision that brother ever made, man. Cause the Lord is gonna turn back and hit that brother with even worse, man. That brother might catch an infection in the wilderness, man. If I had food and my brother was starving, would I not feed him? Right? What did Yahweh Shai say, right? Right? Hold on, let me see.
That is a problem inside of Israel.
Right.
Brothers come out here, man, and they act holier than thou, over righteous.
Right.
They look down on each other, man. You know, they're like you sending out judgment against men and women, and you're not all the way correct yourself. You know, that's why it's like that's a good way to say it, because we're not in that spirit, man.
Right. I got a good precept too.
Doing that, man.
This is James chapter 2, verse 15. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, and be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit, man? So you could talk a big talk, man, but when it comes down to it, man, you gotta have that love for your brother, man. Right? Like it says,
that's what matters the most,
right?
Man.
Go ahead, you got it.
That's what matters the most, the love of your brother, right? Because no one knows who is who, man. Right? That's the thing. Everybody wants to act like, they already made it, or they already know Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have chosen them, right? And that's why, what is that, in Romans 7, where Paul goes into, even,
I'll get it real quick. A quick precept. This is Matthew 22, verse. I start at verse 37. Yahweh Shai said unto him, thou shalt love Yahweh thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two hang all the law and the prophets, man. So if I was outside cold and I needed a warmth, man, I would want somebody to help me out, man. So if my brother outside cold and he need warmth, man, I need to help him out, man.
Yeah, if a brother ain't in that spirit, he's not your brother.
Right.
What he got, what he say, what he look like, or none of that. If that brother not in that kind of spirit, it's not your brother. I'm telling you now. But this is Romans 7:4. It says, "Wherefore, my brethren, ye also are become dead of the law by the body of Christ." Or Yahweh Shai, right? So why is so many brothers they like to throw stones, man? Right? When we supposed to be up under grace and mercy, man. So a lot of times because of the law, brothers look down on other brothers because they not keeping something that they able to keep, man. Right? It says that ye shall be married to another, even to him who is raised from the dead, that we shall bring forth fruit unto the Lord. So that's what, in order to bring fruit unto the Lord, you got to work together, man.
Right.
If another brother fall, you got to be able to pick the brother back up, right? But in so many cases, you have times where brothers, they rather gossip and talk down on another brother instead of lending a hand out. Because you don't know what you could have did for that brother.
And you know, it come down to a lot of times brothers don't really like to seek to understand what's going on with another brother. Instead, they just gossip.
Because that's them being caught up into the law. They already think they cast like they in the courtroom. You already ruling out a judgment on the brother. The scriptures just said, right? It says, ye also are become dead to the law by the body of Yahweh Shai, that ye shall be married to another. So when you married to another, you have to follow the law that he just put out there. Well, what was the first one? Thou shalt love thy brother, man.
Love the Lord thy God as to love thyself. Love the neighbor as to love thyself.
Right. So that's the task right now. Right. Yes, we do understand that we practice the law, statutes, and commandments, but really that affection, that love, that mercy, and that passionate that you have for your neighbor, that's what's going to get you on the chariots. Right.
I got a couple quick precepts too, because I want to lay me back on what he said. It is Luke chapter 14, verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brother and sister, and yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. I got another one real quick to tie that together. It is Matthew chapter 12, verse 50, and it reads, it says, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. So what we got to do, like he said, man, not everybody is your neighbor, man. You can't look out for everybody, because only those who do the will of the Father, man, that's the ones that you need to be looking out for, man. Right? Because when you looking out for people in the world, man, trying to help everybody out, man, you only destined to get backstabbed and a lot of wrong. And you could have your friends in the world, that your right hand man that's in the world and everything, man. I'm on 20%, but your right hand man that's in the world and everything, man. But at the end of the day, you want to have more people around that's in the truth, man. I think this is Psalm chapter 1, verse 1, right? It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, man. My phone on 20%. We're going to probably get a couple more and then wind this down, man. I want to go longer, but my phone's going to die. You got anything right now?
Nah,
so basically, to elaborate on that, man, you want to be around men who follow in the ways of the Most High, man. I got another one.
Yeah, because iron sharpen iron, man. You know? Iron sharpen iron. When you're around, another, you have heat. You know? Scriptures say, two is better than one. you know? Because when two is together, they have heat. You have fire, man. All right? When you walk alone, all right, and that's pretty much what you do. If you go into the world, but like the brother said, it's okay to have friends in the world, right? Use the world, don't abuse the world. But if you walking out there and you just depending on those men that's in the world, you're walking alone, man.
Right.
You in grossness and darkness, and it's gonna be cold. But if you with your brother, you have heat. You want to be able to, you know,
Right. I got this
continue
real
on,
quick.
man.
This is Sirach chapter 37, verse 12. But be continually with the godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of Yahweh by Shem Shai, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. And I'm gonna get
Yeah, who's gonna be able to pick that brother up, man, if he miscarried? Right, that's the point right there, man. That's a good, solid point. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. So we got, like he was emphasizing earlier, man, it's good to have brothers that's in this truth, man. Because when you're down, man, when you out, man, they will lift you up, man. And yes, it's okay to have that balance, man. But you want to have more people that's in the truth in your circle than more people that's out the truth in your circle, man. Because like Yahweh Shai said, man, make friend of the mammon, man. So you want to make friends of different people, man, and use the world, don't abuse the world, man, right? Because at the end of the day, man, you got to go to the white man to get a check. You got to go to the white man and get a birth certificate, this and that. You got to go to the white man for a lawyer and everything else, man.
Temporarily, you know?
Right. That's just the situation that we live in,
There's
man.
perks that you can use in the world while we're temporarily here, not be over righteous. Right. You can go and get the credit right, man. You can, go to college, and get yourself set up in a little situation while you here. That's using the world. Why? Because
wise.
the scriptures also say that money is a defense, man.
Right. And then the scripture also say, "Be wise as a serpent and harmless as doves." Man.
Yeah. So if you using money as a defense, that's gonna help you take care of your family, man.
Right.
But you gotta learn. We gotta balance it out, man. You know.
So, hopefully, Lord willing, man, this lesson was edifying to those who tuned in, man. I got up to 2 views. Yeah, man.
Good, man.
Yeah, man. We had
this going Saturday again.
Yeah, hopefully, man, Lord willing, we could start coming back out every Saturday, man. Yeah. And if not on Saturday, then on the days when we can't make it out, man. But with that, man, how about Shem Yahushai Barakatah? Going to say call on Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Kakadash, right? And until next time, Shalom.